Back in 2020, I tried to learn Japanese on Duolingo. It was my anime phase. I absolutely loved it. I loved the language. I loved the culture. All I wanted to do was to learn Japanese. So I downloaded Duolingo and I started learning. At first, it was great. I learned the Japanese alphabet and a couple of words. But as time went by, I've realized that I'm actually not learning Japanese at all. What I am doing is playing a game, playing the Duolingo game. What I mean by that is that Duolingo is like the way the app works is that it gives you rewards for sticking by, for logging in every single day and doing just like a couple of lessons. So what it became is just me trying to keep my streak alive instead of learning Japanese. And I think it's so stupid when you think about it. Like what I wanted to do at first was learn a language. I really wanted to learn Japanese. And what happened in the end was me trying not to lose my streak. Yes, it is. It's as stupid as it sounds. But I have so many examples of people doing the exact same thing just on Duolingo. I have a friend who wanted to learn German on Duolingo. And what happened at the end is that now, I think he's on day 400. 400 days. He's been studying German for over a year and he has nothing to show for it. And why do you think that is? Because streaks suck. Once you go on a streak and you start like, checking the dot every single day and making sure you don't miss a day, what happens is you become addicted to the streak instead of doing what you wanted to do initially. So let's take the same example for NoFap. People try to quit porn, people try to quit fapping, and then there's like this NoFap community says like, okay, on day 14 you're not gonna feel anything, but on day 30 you're gonna feel amazing, and on day 60 you're gonna be a different person, and on day this and that, like it's a video game, like life is a video game. That whenever you miss a day, everything just resets and go back. So my mentality was that if I do NoFap or study Duolingo for 60 days, but then I miss one day, everything is just gone. The entire progress just means nothing. And yes, it's as stupid as it sounds, but that's how we function as humans. So this is what I want to change. Because imagine what streaks do to your body, what they do to your brain. They shift the focus away from what you wanted to do initially, from like your original goal, into something so useless and stupid that you didn't even want to do in the first place. The second thing is that it discourages you. It actually discourages you. Imagine starting 6 days a week on Duolingo and then missing the 7th day, and then Duolingo says you're like 50 or 60 day streak is now reset to 0. Imagine how much of a loser you're gonna feel when that is what's portrayed in front of your face. You missed one day, even though before that you haven't studied at all. You've been making a tremendous change. You've been consistent, but just one day is all it took to ruin your motivation. This is fucking stupid. And then your main source of like motivation, the way to keep going, the reason to keep going is that you don't lose your streak. And then everything else is just like a secondary. It's not even primary. It's just keeping the streak. And people might say, but Nivo, like the streaks are important to keep track of what you've done. And I agree that you need to keep track, like the same way that people count calories. I mean, of course, it's gonna make a better change. Of course, you're gonna be more productive if you keep track on stuff. But there's a big difference between keeping track of your progress and being obsessive over it. this is what I want to. This is what I wanted to say in this video. Imagine that you're a new person who just started going to the gym after, like, I don't know, if you're 15. After 15 years of not going to the gym, you went to the gym and you started like hitting like upper body and lower body, and you do that twice a week. You know, those fitness influencers say that you need to do push-pull legs 6 days a week, but you're only doing it twice a week. So you might feel like a loser. So let's change that thought process into, you never walked out in your life. 15, 16, 17 years of your life, you never walked out. And now you're doing that consistently twice a week. This is huge progress. This is 200% more than what you used to do in your life. Think about it that way. You're making a change. It might not be like the perfect plan. You might not eat like the exact right stuff you need to eat, but you are making progress. You are making a change. And this change is tremendous if you think about it that way. Let's imagine also, for example, that you just started, like, stop touching your weenie or stop watching porn. So like for the past couple of years, you used to watch it every single day, multiple times a day. And now you only do that 3 or 4 times a week. That is 50% better than what you did before. You've made 50% progress in such short time. Once you start taking your progress and thinking about it that way, instead of thinking how much of a loser you are for not keeping up with the street community, with the NoFap community, with the fucking Duolingo 450 days, congratulations, oh my god, you're doing so well. But then when you talk to someone and say, okay, let's talk in German, let's speak Japanese, it's just like, I actually don't know how to speak the language. This is a waste of time. What you are doing is not a waste of time. So good job. You're not gonna let streaks ruin your happiness. You're not gonna let streaks and random cringe communities to create that lack of motivation in you, because you know for a fact that what you're doing right now is changing your life for the better. You don't need streaks to tell you that. All you need is consistency, and consistency is blessed, but consistency and self-discipline is something that is built. Self-discipline is not something that you can create in 2 weeks. I've been going to the gym for like 2 years now. And at first I went to the gym once or twice a week because I wasn't disciplined enough. But this is something that I've built throughout the years. And now I enjoy going to this gym so much. And I wish I could do that every single day for 3 hours a day. I love the gym. And there's times when I say to myself, I don't want to go to the gym. And then maybe I'm too busy, so I walk out 4 times a week instead of 6 days a week. And I don't feel like a loser. I don't say shame on you to myself. I don't get discouraged from it. Because I'm looking at myself 2 or 3 years ago, this like fat loser who didn't want to do anything, who didn't work out even once in a month. And I've been going to the gym consistently and working out consistently for 4 to 6 days a week. And when you think about it that way, this is amazing progress. It's just hundreds of times better than what I did before. And in just a 1 or 2 year span, and you can do that in a month. All you have to do is start. You don't have to be good at what you're doing. I'm filming videos right now. I'm not good at filming videos. I don't have like any prior experience to filming videos. I just took my iPhone out, bought this stupid little thing and started recording videos. And the more I'm gonna do that, the better I'm gonna be. I might not be consistent at first, but I'm gonna keep uploading. I'm gonna keep going on. And this is what's gonna create that self-discipline. This is what's gonna create that good habit. We're talking about good habits. So, to conclude everything, stop letting streaks ruin your life. Create your own way of success. Do what's right for you, not what other people tell you that is right. Do the hard work, do the smart work, especially when you don't like it, especially when you don't feel like it. and this is how you're going to get success. I'll guarantee you that. Have an amazing rest of your day, and please don't lose motivation and keep going.